is that? What is that? What it dooski? It's your boy Farewell34. Today we are checking out some Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This one is gonna be the double booble. We've been watching quite a bit of Angel, so now time to get back into the business over in Buffy, where it all began. With that being said, let's just dive right into it and see what's going on over in Sunnydale today. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't dribbled, and let's get right into it.
Want me back, Buffy?
Riley!
I'm leaving.
This was a whole mess and a half. It feels so long ago. She really got left on red by a copter.
Bravo.
So does Riley come in for a burger accidentally?
Buffy, my bad. I keep forgetting you dropped out of college.
I'm really sorry.
Good luck with that. Well, got a motor. Don't want to be late for night school. Think I want to spend the rest of my life cleaning grease traps before you leave.
May I?
Why is her first and last name on her name tag? That's odd.
The day after that?
When slaying has become a nuisance.
Geez, Slayer, is that you?
Double Meat Palace.
Oh. You know what? Let's just call it a night. Stuff, I'm not so sure I want to bite you.
That's
You're dead.
crazy.
You smell like...
It's cool. I'll just
He's about to get staked. Yep. See that framing? Yep. Damn, she's really catching the smoke today from everyone. Her coworkers, the vamps. Let me guess who's gonna be showing her some love. Spike. Oh! I'm gonna roll this, and if it lands on a 6, it's a fire episode. If it's a 1, it's gonna be Garbo. 5. Yo! Confirmed special guest! He is in the building!
Spike.
I did not think he was gonna return.
In all honesty, I think
We both know what you're thinking. Reason number 1 on a very long list.
maybe the time is right for you to come outside.
That's a nice shot.
I brought you dinner. Oh, great.
And cold.
Oh, we're just, just... If
Buffy.
these babies really bounce back. Some vamp get rough with you?
You could say that.
Home by 11. On the dot. A good time.
I'll be back before dawn. This guy's been gone for over 2 seasons.
How many coworkers didn't just hear me say that?
Will you stop wolfing down?
Wedding, 1 week. We have friends.
1
family,
week?
Demons.
Newlyweds. Nervous?
No.
Just think, big wedding coming up. Lots of date possible.
No, too soon for so bold a maneuver. But hang up on me.
That's progress.
That's progress. Yeah, we're getting there.
Hence the happy.
Step in the right direction. The boots on the couch is upsetting. This is the Everybody Hates Chris season for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Don't forget, today's trash day.
Thanks. That's good. Don't you want breakfast first?
Already made it. You know.
You can really feel
Mom's
time just slipping by.
Don't work too hard.
I actually feel for Buffy.
I'll deal back here. You pick the customers.
Welcome to the Double Meat Palace. How may I help you?
Hey.
Dog, he turned into Nick Fury. What's going on? Can I get a double?
Sorry to just drop in on you like this, Buffy.
Was this intentional?
But something's come up, something big. We don't have much time. I've been up for 48 hours straight, tracking something bad. Now it's come to Sunnydale. But you know, here
People's
we are.
lives
I
are
need
in
the best.
danger.
Hello, Buffy. People are waiting. Buffy!
Huh.
Buffy!
Okay. I'm buying what they're
Sorry, this is
dishing.
also sudden.
You still carry around all that James Bond stuff. It's so cute.
As soon as we put one...
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I actually said that with my chest out that Riley has been gone for 2+ seasons. Forgetting the fact that he was... You know what? I guess it's a sentiment to how out of place he was in Season 5. Is sort of lagging behind, still carrying that Season 4 baggage, not fitting in. He's only been gone for about a little over a season at this point. A season and a bit. Oh.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I feel like Angel and Buffy stepped up their monster game recently. Buffy got that motherfucking thing on her.
Find it.
How's your arm?
No heal?
Did you die?
No.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah. That was funny.
Don't suck?
I got dental.
Yeah, we're covered.
Aw.
You're welcome. And Buffy.
Smooth little compliment. I hope we sort out the helicopter situation.
That's why I'm marrying you, to start a new family. Have children. Make them hate us. We'll sleep on their couch. It's a circle of life. Why did we ever agree to have your friends, who are demons, and my family, who are monsters, stay at our place?
And it is going to happen. It is going to be our perfect day if I have Cajun Fiesta.
Smooth product placement from Doritos, I see. Probably not, but... Damn!
Down we go. I was never big on the hardware anyway.
You held on to me?
Easy.
Ready when you are, Agent Finn.
This is a nice mix-up, though. Okay. Did you get stabbed or something? Who's this?
What exactly are you doing with my husband?
Husband! Husband! I was gonna say, Buffy, you don't even know what his relationship status is. Getting a little close. Holy fuck, that's a bug! What is that? What is that?
Bruh, chill.
That was the... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my god. Hell, I thought I heard something too, eh? I don't even know what creature this is, bro. It looks like the thing in the show. Well, that was a funny turn of events that I was not preparing for. It's funny, I heard something cricking over there, but I didn't know what it was. I assumed it was from outside, but I guess some sort of bug, like grasshopper thing, came into my window somehow. Anyway, jumping back into this. Husband. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Riley was moving pretty quickly with Buffy. This woman seems to be providing what he needed, and in a year, it's pretty in line with his character. Damn!
Wife.
Damn, they have the same haircut, kind of.
Buffy, meet Sam. Sam?
She's good.
The special one.
Mazel tov. Any children?
Buffy, I meant to tell you.
Husband, wife, tag, team, demon fighting thing?
Not quite.
Damn. I know exactly that feeling. Feels bad. Did they need it alive?
So, it's okay. Okay? Wait, you guys have been tracking this thing as a couple for 2 days straight, and you...
Let me guess, Captain.
What is a homing operation?
It's my fault. I should have explained.
How could you recruit the Slayer without filling her in on the objective? Oh, he wishes. We better regroup.
I think it's safe. Sometimes you can't even leave.
I know the way.
Is she always weird
And
like
I'll fill
that,
you in.
Riley?
On everything.
Oh man, this is rough.
Think you grew a foot and a half.
A
Kinda.
lot can happen in a year.
Life taker, heartbreaker. We're here to help. Just like old times, except
Here you're getting hits yourself. Believe me, you're gonna love it.
I'm prepared to hate this woman any way you want. Thanks, but no. Let me carry the hate for the both of us. Sure, yeah, that's fine.
So this demon shredded your guys, and now you're looking for a little payback?
And the plan was to track it. Let the demon take us to its nest.
Which means we have to find the nest, and fast, before Sunnydale turns into the Trouble Meat Palace.
Breaks the ice, and when the wedding's over, you get to take home the pictures.
Is that a nice way of saying it kills people?
Lots of them. Willow, you think you can help with a little locating spell?
I can't do the magics.
Or Major League Wicca?
I got addicted.
Awkward.
The way addicts do.
2 teams. No civilians. I'll check out some bars. Willie's, some crypts that I know.
Maybe Sam's a little socially awkward, I don't know.
They're working the dark magics and...
Gotta tell you, Buffy, I'm a little bit intimidated. I mean, patrolling with the real live Slayer, you're like... We started talking, you know, first about tactics, missions, stuff like that. Help Riley work it out was time. Took him a year to get over you.
You know, I just take my time, you know. I think we should split up.
Oh, I'm slowing you down. I knew I would. This was just selfish of me. Don't worry about Ryan and me. We're good.
I have a friend who is like 1-to-1 Sam.
Whatever he's doing it soon.
Time machine, TARDIS, big coat.
Tell me you love me.
I love you.
Tell me you want me.
I always want you.
Dude, if Sam dies because she went to go sleep with Spike, wow. Wow, this is... No season 6, though.
I don't usually use the word delicious, but I've got to wager this little tableau must sting a bit, eh? What can I say? The girl just needs a little monster in her, man.
That's not why I'm here. Doctor.
Oh, this is getting spicy.
Where are they?
She always had a little thing for me, even when she was shagging you.
Nice. It's very distracting.
I don't think he
You're off the
actually
other
is the
night.
doctor.
It can't be, okay? He's too incompetent. It's just Spike, Riley.
Right. Or have you forgotten?
Yo,
I'm taking this place apart until I find that nest.
Buffy's
Over
getting
my
hit.
dead body.
If he has this is
Coming?
pretty bad. I'd even question Spike at that point.
Oh, this is unconstitutional is what it is. You could stop calling me that anytime. If I may, I'm holding these for a friend. Who? No more games? That's all you've ever done is play me.
Oh.
You know what I am. You've always known.
Second thought, stick around.
Literally what I just had happen
Live, learn fast.
10 minutes ago, right? Look just like that.
You have to pull out.
Grenades?
And that's not the point.
So you think that their marriage is better than ours, is that it?
No.
Of course,
But granted,
Anya.
I have a hard time imagining. Well, they have a great marriage, and it bums
You don't
Buffy
even
out,
know
but I
them.
can see it.
Everyone looks like they're
And
having a great time.
And that would be the wedding.
Which will be over soon.
But our marriage.
That lasts forever.
Send you a postcard.
Yeah, I'll probably hold on that.
I'm sleeping with Spike.
Taking accountability.
I had actually noticed.
And did you wait until your life was absolutely perfect and then send that demon here so you could throw it in my face? Well, I'm sure my incredible patheticness softened the blow for you.
Maybe a
I
bit.
don't know what you're talking about. But that burger smell is appealing.
Oh!
Smelled the smell?
And I'm not advertising this to the missus, but you're still quite the hottie.
Take care of yourself.
This isn't about who's on top. Wheel never stops turning, Buffy. You're up, you're down. You are a hell of a woman.
Riley, that night, about what happened between us.
Oh, okay, we're getting closure.
You won't get traced? I don't want to lead the bad guys to your location by mistake. Keep thinking of you like
Look how
regular people.
pissed
but
Dawn
you're
is.
not. Oh, right, but demon hunting is all.
Split all secret agency like last time.
Depends. I warrant a hug. Firefights, bug hunts, big body counts.
Riley and Sam died 2 weeks later in a waterfall in Peru. The bodies were not found, but they received an honorable funeral.
He's gone.
But you stayed.
And I'm not here to bust your chops about your stupid scheme either.
Oh, this is worse than is it? This is you telling me.
It's over.
About the past.
Memorize
They're gonna
this
move
too.
forward.
I think I have the sheet music.
Move in.
Doesn't change what you want.
Makes things simpler. I'm using you.
You gotta appreciate an honest woman.
I can't love you, and it's killing me. I'm sorry, William.
First name? Huh. Interesting. South side of Chicago? What's going on, guys? We're diving into episode number 16 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We had Riley just riding in with his wife Sam, roughing up Buffy a little bit, and the other thing that was roughed up was a relationship dynamic between Buffy and Spike Rooney. So let's get into it.
You want to marry me?
Yeah.
Also, this wedding appears to be
We're getting
happening.
married.
Congratulations.
We have friends.
I have the
family,
weirdest
demons,
feeling that
flying
one of
in,
them's gonna die or
no
something
shorter
tragic has to happen. Everyone's been rocked except for Anya and Xander recently.
Too soon for so bold a maneuver.
It's over.
I've memorized it.
Bold maneuver.
I'm using you, William.
She dropped the William bomb here.
Wish granted.
Anyanka's friend.
Buffy, it's... I'm Buffy the bridesmaid.
Duty.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that
Ask
green
Anya,
either.
I can still. What was she thinking?
The pathetic fallacy is
She's
so
stressed
real.
to be thinking right now.
Everyone has their own demons.
This is the happiest day of my whole life.
The come up is real. Oh, Jesus.
Gotcha.
This is gonna be fun to watch.
Look at my hair.
Is that his dad?
Of course, I suppose it doesn't.
You'll be in the pictures, Ma.
That's one of hers, right?
Jesus.
Hey, geeks. Kidding. Just kidding.
Cousin Carol, your earrings are my cufflinks. Now nothing on earth can stop this wedding now.
Except a hell spot, or what is this? What is this? It's just an old man with an umbrella. I'm really interested to see where this show's gonna go in this direction for the last season. I mean, because we're really winding it down. I mean, I can't imagine much more for this season, right? What? Wrap up Buffy and Spike, they either figure out or goes to smithereens. Anya and Xander get married. Maybe a kid for next season? I'll be hopeful that Buffy ends off the show happy, but I mean, that would be inconsistent with how the series has been.
Is it too small? You got it.
Oh, SMG looks sick in that sort of like oversized jacket.
You look great, Mr. About to get married.
Oh, she caught feelings.
Happy for you. That makes me happy for me. Are you guys even listening? I need feedback, people.
Sorry, please continue with the vows.
Promise to love you.
I already feel the tears
honor
coming.
You. Think you are like a sea captain or something. However, I do entrust blah blah. However,
She looks like a superhero.
With my heart, like a little mangy stray that needs a home. No, that's not it either.
Oh.
You have it backwards or something?
Oh, I want to see Xander now.
You can't. It's bad luck for the groom.
It's just I'm so excited and I want to share it all with my best friend.
This is so sweet. I don't think I have any hard and fast thoughts on marriage. I like weddings. Sorry, this is a side note. Again, I'm not gonna be the one wearing. Well, I'd have a tux. I don't know if I'd have a. Like, I'm not wearing a dress, right? But like, would you typically buy a wedding dress or would you just rent it? I feel like I would rent a wedding dress, and a suit too, probably. Well, but suits are more versatile than a wedding dress. Like a wedding dress, you're not gonna wear to multiple things unless you get married again. But even then, you probably want to wear a different wedding dress in that occasion. But at least for like if you're wearing a suit, you could wear a wedding suit somewhere else. And I don't know if I would even want like a bigger wedding. Depending on cultures, you have cultural weddings and then a more traditional wedding. You know, there's a lot to unpack here. I have to figure out my thoughts.
Really supposed to be work.
May the love we celebrate today.
Oh, that was Anya's father.
Fragile?
Squirmy.
Yeah, there's holes.
Holly, for yak's sake, take a day off. We're not.
Yikes.
It's fine.
Rebound.
What do you mean the date?
Yeah. Okay, well, nice meeting you.
Circus boat. What's that like?
Yeah, your friend, the fellow with the warts.
Oh, well, there are ancient ways. Clowning.
Throwback.
As an occupation.
No, the Harrises are very broad-minded.
That's what cracks me up. Hit me again, barkeep.
Looking dapper, my boy.
Well, let's see.
You want to get lucky? I still got, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Oh, don't let your dad near the bar.
Check. Number 2.
Don't let your mom near the bar.
Check.
Hey, Buffy.
You got this, Xander. Oh my god. I thought that was Tyrone Magnus for a second. LOL. This is so sweet.
One of Anya's presents got loose.
Got loose?
It's fine.
It's fully luscious.
Listen to me.
It sounds like a prophecy.
You can't get married today.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the advice, Uncle. I'm sorry, I
It
don't...
sounds crazy, I know.
I'm
You
you?
have to believe me.
I'm you from the future?
I'm Xander Harris.
Alright, we're gonna have some fun. Also, my posture has been absolutely decimated over the past couple of weeks.
Future.
Oh, from the...
A toast to the Harris clan.
Look.
Clan?
I thought you might need convincing.
What would I do without you, beautiful?
A whole lot.
Well, if you did drink so much, would I? On the brighter
Yikes.
side, marriage is probably dermatologically challenged family shrub.
Sit down.
Hey. Wow.
You know, I could use a strong cup of coffee. You won't have anything to show.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
Anya!
Get the hell away from me!
Aw.
No, not the Buffy thing again.
You
Buffy
had no
thing.
business fighting demons with her.
Buffy needed me.
Well, it didn't save her, did it?
Save her? So it's saying that Xander has broken his back and continues.
in your stupid pink car!
Guys, and I know that you're not my real dad, and I hate you. I hate you both. I wish you'd die. You wouldn't come near me after Buffy.
Don't bring her into this!
Fine, forget her. That's 30 years!
Sometimes two people, all they bring each other is pain.
Well, this feels malicious. I don't know. And just because that's his future doesn't mean that it's Xander's future. And the fact that he's interfered makes it a different future.
But she seems like a very nice attempt at making me jealous.
LOL. She kind of looks like a Bratz doll.
I pretty much deserve.
That's not true. You.
He's like, I forgot. He's like, I forgot the script I wrote out. I was supposed to keep the same energy.
It's nice to watch you be happy.
Well, that's not genuine.
Even.
Oh, okay.
Active. I should.
Yeah.
You know what makes that worse for Spike?
You're welcome.
What makes it worse for Spike is the fact that she admitted to it.
I'll say this for the Y chromosome. Looks good in a tux.
You're getting married.
It's kind of crazy.
Xander. Good thing I realized I was gay. Otherwise, hey, you, me, and 4 more.
What do you say? Like, how do we go about this?
Do you know it's not like we can start the wedding without you?
About that.
Sex with you whenever I want, and
Say sex poodle in your vows.
It's not your wedding.
He's gone. Xander disappeared.
Nani? Buffy does a 15-minute set. So demons, am I right?
C-section.
Yeah, you know, he's not just a minister, he's also a doctor, confused with a minotaur, because he's all, you know, man, this...
I don't mean to pause and ruin the flow here. Is it just me, or is it kind of chopped that that Giles isn't here? I get him not wanting to stay and live in Sunnydale, but like, you can't come over, you can't go over the pond for a wedding? For the kids that you helped raise? And with their mentor?
Person. Not even a person, really. And I had seen what love hurt and sadness. Alone was better. And it was this thing.
I got
Made
goosebumps
me
right
feel
now.
safe and warm. I finally get love, Xander. I really do.
As a vengeance demon.
Honey, we're all bored.
Accurate. Yo, relax. Oh my god.
So, who here's from out of town?
Buffy the host.
I guess they're all messed up.
Yeah, everybody's pretty lame.
Anya, wait up.
But the groom, he took off and no one can find him.
That's totally...
What?
That's totally Dawn.
See you later, Dawn.
Yikes.
Xander's gone?
It's a joke. Xander is playing a joke. It's like one time. That's it!
What?
Xander? Have you seen Xander? What did he say to you? What did you say to him?
Really doesn't matter now, does it? Still as vindictive as ever.
Do I know you?
Her ex? Her dad?
You don't recognize me, Anya? I'm not the man I used to be. I know.
Break it up!
I know that he's Xander, but
Where
is
is
it a
he?
trick?
What about this?
You did this. You brought this on. I've waited a long time for this. Anyanka, Southside, 1914.
South side of Chicago?
Stuart Burns, philanderer.
I forgot.
Well, I didn't. And now, I'd love to see you scream.
Ooh, that's crazy. Let's go. Ooh, come on.
Doesn't matter now.
Talk about a wedding crasher.
For it to go poof. Maybe we can cover it with flowers.
It's a 2 for
Look at
1.
this, Dan.
It's a funeral and
I'm
a
not
wedding.
paying for this.
Stop it! This wedding will go on, so get back in your seats. You know, it's bad luck to see me in my dress.
I know.
But
Let's get married.
no.
I'm not ready. I can't, hon. I'm sorry.
It wasn't real. What he showed you, it wasn't real.
But it was real.
I know it wasn't real, but it could be.
What was it? Was it about me? Because he wanted you to hate me.
I had these thoughts and fears before this. Maybe we just went too fast.
No.
Everybody has thoughts.
I know. I know.
Look, you're just shaken up. Okay? Just calm down and we'll start over, okay?
We can't start over. This is a mistake. It's forever, and I don't want to hurt you.
Damn, season 6 is not holding back at all. That's actually pretty deep. The past and your traumas from the past and the traumas you inflicted on other people have come back to haunt them on both sides. Anya's demon, vengeance demon, you know, beginnings. Xander's family trauma.
Anything?
She wants to be alone. That's what she wants.
Make sure she's okay.
God,
Like,
it just hurts my heart to think of her.
The whole thing hurts my heart.
you survived. We don't know if she's going to. You know, that shirt's a little too on the nose.
You were. Be my light at the end of the tunnel.
It's always gotta be about Buffy.
Train.
Not much to explain. Air conditioner's busted.
Where are we?
I'm tired of crying. I'm just so tired, Alfred.
When you were a vengeance demon, you were powerful. At the top of your game, you crushed men like him. It's time you got back to what you do best.
No.
Don't you think?
Buddy. And that was my reaction video to Buffy the Vampire Slayer season number 6, episodes number 15 and 16. Both of these dealing with relationships, exes, the past, unresolved issues, and it coming back to some capacity here. Why don't we just talk about episode number 15 first? You know, a character that I did not expect to come back into the fold from last season in season number 4. Riley returned here, and Buffy happens to be at a pretty low point in her life. A lot of things have happened over the past year. She's been beaten. She's been broken down. Her mom has passed away. Her sister popped up and is just here now. Her friends are going through a pretty tough time. And one of the few things that she had going for her was this sort of dynamic with Spike. Another thing was the relationship between Anya and Xander was sort of a light at the end of the tunnel for her, and that's sort of episode 16's topics. But for 15 here, Riley returns, and you know, right after she's sort of going through it at the Double Burger place, she just got turned down for school again when she's starting to warm up to the idea. Life just beating her down, and lo and behold, an ex pops up. And you know, that's always the moment you sort of see somebody you used to be with or whatever, you're like, oh, a little awkward. But in this situation, they got together on some secret agent shit, and I actually overall really did enjoy this episode. I think this was like a nice little sort of check back into that story arc with Riley and Buffy, and while I didn't appreciate the sort of intensity to the end off and how there was no closure, I appreciated this episode. It sort of gives us a little bit more context and ends off Riley. I don't think we're going to ever see him again after that, because I did not even expect him to go in this direction, but I liked how they went about this, introducing his wife, sort of shakes up Buffy when they first started going on this mission together. It's sort of hard for both of them. I think both of the actors did a great job at demonstrating that like they don't really know how to go about this, because obviously and I also really love the critique about, I really love the emphasis on how Riley still really does appreciate Buffy. While he is happy, has Sam, has a wife, is probably going to have a great life, and they're great for each other, he still loves Buffy. That was still his first love, and she's always gonna have a special place in his heart. And I love how they sort of commented on that this episode. Buffy's obviously sort of, you know, before she realizes his relationship status, is sort of, you know, like, oh wow, look who's back in town. Maybe, you know, I'll be a little flirtatious, and then Sam pops up and sort of changes the dynamic there. So I really thought this was a great episode to sort of again highlight where Buffy is. And I love the ending note where she's like, hey, this isn't to one up you or, you know, make you feel bad or anything like that. Like, I hope you get better, and you know, if you want me to put Spike down, I'll do it, but if you guys have a thing going on, like, hey, more power to you, right? So I thought that was a really interesting dynamic there for Riley, his character, to see how much he's progressed, and it's very much so in line with like what I would have if I were to speculate on where Riley would have gone. I think this route makes so much sense, right? He just sort of met somebody who was much in line with him, and it's sort of like that situation that he wanted, right? The badass, you know, and I think he also fixed himself too, right? They didn't have a good dynamic, we all know that. But, you know, him and Sam seemed to work, and I thought they're good for each other. She seemed like she was like pretty antisocial, or like was really into her work, really like a lot. I don't know if there was anything more to that, but you know, you could sort of pick up on that, the way that she was like kind of just really just sort of in her own head a little bit, and like sort of Riley was holding her hand and a little bit like that. So I don't know. It just seems like they seem to just know how to operate with each other, and seem like a great couple. I love the comparisons between Riley's relationship with Buffy and Sam's relationship with Riley was, and you know, obviously Buffy and Spike's situation here. Just overall, you know, like you see an ex like there, and you're like, ha, I'm doing better than you. That was sort of like the comment on this episode. So I liked it overall. I thought Willow sort of saying like, I'll be ready to hate her if you want, was kind of fun, and the damn backdrop and actions piece was pretty dope as well. Episode number 16 here. This was a pretty heavy hitter. The wedding of Anya and Xander has come. I was saying that one of them is going to die. Doesn't seem to be the case, but there was a level of tragedy in the Buffyverse fashion that was eventually going to come. And we saw it multiple times throughout this episode. The way that Xander's family was and their sort of chaoticness was displayed, their issues. Meshing of those two families together was a problem, obviously. But I think they really delivered on the emotional core. Also, of these two people we grew up with who love each other and have really grown up as adults, finally coming together. This was a great reflection on the series and how far they've all come as Xander and Willow as best friends, to Willow and Buffy as very close friends to best friends, and who especially a character who had feelings for Buffy initially and got turned down. Right, that was a while ago. I think this was great for them. This is also another great sort of like juxtaposition to Buffy looking at them as like a positive couple, the one who have it all. But you never know how things can turn out with people. You don't know what's really going on, and I think this was a great episode to see that. I love the dynamic there between Spike and Buffy here. How even when he was trying to flex on her, trying to make her feel like shit deliberately, right? He still sort of cracked his armor because he genuinely does care for her, but at the same time he's got to keep up that persona, and he's like, it was cool to see them go back and forth between that in this episode, and Buffy just keeping the same energy, saying, hey, I'm not going to give you that power of me pretending not to be mad. I'm feeling a type of way. It is what it is, and I thought that was dope. Though they delivered on the chaoticness to this episode, as well as the emotions that come from having two main characters getting married, and let alone it fall through. It was really tragic to see. The lightning was very accurate. Same with the rain. The pathetic fallacy was here. It was pathetic fallacy galore. And I thought this might have been one of my favorite performances from Anya and Xander. Yeah, I think they just nailed it. And like I said, this was a great critique on on Xander's family and his life, and it's like the idea of trauma, right? Like, of course, I said it off the rip, it seemed pretty malicious that this old version of him came back to say, hey, like, you're going to be a wife beater, you're going to be an abuser, you're going to be, potentially an alcoholic or whatever it is. And all he was really doing was projecting the nightmares of his past, of his family. It was pretty evident. That was really sad to see. And while it wasn't true, and while that was a potential future that ended up being completely phony, it was just preying on his fears. And I feel, I think I completely understand why he'd be rattled from that. But as well, it makes him realize that that isn't going to be me and Anya necessarily. However, there are still things for my past, for my family, whatever it is, that I need to be addressed. I need to make sure that these things won't be repeated, or he needs to sort some things out. And that's where this episode sort of went. And it was really sad and tragic to see Anya have to plead to be like, Xander, we can still make this work, because he was very rattled. That was crazy. Yeah, again, really enjoyed this episode and 15 as well. And I think they sort of are pretty interesting back-to-back episodes in season 6. They have a different level of just, they're not as dark and depressing as maybe some of the earlier entries into season number 6, but they definitely have their own flair in terms of just how the level of, it's a different type of tragedy going on in this season here. Right, this is a more romantic tragedy. So that was my thoughts on season number 6, episode number 15 and 16. What did you think about these? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. We're gonna be doing another Buffy double bubble coming in soon. So as always, if you enjoy these, definitely be sure to smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, beautiful people, I will see you all in the next ones. Love you guys. Peace.